Hello. Hello. How are we doing? How are we doing? Right. This like sounds good. Back for my, I don't know, once a week stream at the moment. So it's been happening lately because I've just not had time to stream. Thursday seems like the only day that I'm actually free to do what I want to do. But anyway, we're back with Captain of Industry. We are carry on just pushing through. I know I'm well behind everyone else. Hi Silver. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me catch up, try and catch myself up to what I was doing. Filling this in with slag and then going throw it over topsoil. I destroyed my uni. Did I? How did I do that? Not enough food, not enough household goods. So not enough steel going into there. I thought I'd swap this over. I didn't swap them two over. It's good to know, but I haven't finished actually putting the limestone across either. Right, so at the moment everything's just gone and crashed, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We'll pause that. That'll save us some Unity and resources for a moment while we mess around and get this all sorted. Hope everyone's been having a great week so far. Mine's been a little busy again next week, and then after that I should get a bit of free time. He says should. Who knows? Time will tell. So I'll see if trucks can fix that, maybe. Doo-doo. To be fair, I'm debating whether to jump over to Factorio because I'm just enjoying that more. So I don't know, I'll have a think about it. Might take a break from Captain of Industry after tonight, see how I'm feeling. No promises either way anyway. Household goods. I need to add another one. Oh, we'll add another 2. Do I need to up one of the belts? I do not. Over my Unity for the moment whilst it's everything's catching up. do I need to... Really? Wow, we're really living on the bloody... Right, tell you what, let me switch that off. Load. Go home. No longer has any mining designations. Ooh. Okay, so you've got to go a bit down on this. Then keep pushing through there. Right, so that's that fixed and back active again. So we're not technically got enough crushed coming through, right? It's 96. Plus, I don't know, that. I mean, should be. Okay, that might be causing a bit of the problem. Even why isn't... Okay, that's got something on there. Right, that was a problem. Obviously, we now got an issue where we don't technically have enough iron ore coming through. But hopefully in time that will end up backing up. And get quite a bit of heavy on the rock going through. Right, looks like that's happy again. Not a whole lot I can do about this. So I am tempted to run that iron belt, steel belt to there. I think we can get away with not doing it for the time being, if I'm to be honest. That can go. Right, so that's gotten rid of that bit there. Brilliant. So I'm going to need to think of a new place to start dropping slag while once that's done. Well, at least a way to get rid of it. I mean, I'm considering this one. But at the same time, just grabbing it for waste and then... No. I don't like that. I have to go back in that. So yeah, I seem to remember people talking about using it for this, which might be beneficial because it's a good way of getting some extra sulfur and ammonia, and even a bit of water recovery. However, fertilizer it's not terrible. Obviously, I've just brought like 9,000 sulfur back, so I don't have to worry about that so much. Can't remember why I've got that as a 3. I had that as a 3 for a reason. I can't remember why. So some thinking is, what do you do for that? So world reputation for this village needs to be 3. So that needs red. For the time being, we're gonna alter priorities. That's already as such. That's already as such. Kind of need that more, so we will do that. I will expand this. Yeah, that's really not recovering as fast as I would like it. Why is water? Why is the water? $82. So that's a pipe 2. Because technically I haven't actually got that being fed. It's gonna be about 30. Yeah, this should be providing enough water, surely. Unless it's just being siphoned off in other places. Which, to be fair, is very possible that's what's happening. So let's get all that upgraded. Yeah, I think it's because enough of it's getting siphoned off onto here. It's not leaving enough there. So we should realistically be getting effectively the full 60 down this. So it needs to cover 22, which should be getting covered off that. Like I would hope so anyway. Trying to math this in my head for a moment. Yeah, it should be giving us like 30. On top of that's 90. It should be around the 85-90 mark. So yeah, it is going up, right? Slowly, but it's going up. So hopefully that fixes itself. Go off to do that. You're blocked due to too much rock. Which, you know what, is understandable. There's been a massive slide. What's that? Shifted the rock that was the iron that was there. I don't think we mined out that iron. Can I trade in for some iron scrap? So let's just backtrack this. What's happening? Am I just consuming too much here? I mean, maybe not enough ammonia. Do I have a massive surplus of anything that I can... the vegetables producing 20, consuming 34. Because of the apples. 12. We've had apples delivered, surely. 13. Okay. So, technically, I've got it very finely balanced at the moment. I think we can get away with dropping this down. Keep that. Oh my god, we're actually using up all the bread. So actually I would probably want to increase that. So I'm producing, say, about 12 bread a month average. Bread consumption's 5.3. So we should actually be fine on that. I'm not sure why we're not. Get rid of that because that's actually blocking to be able to use it under there. Now there's a new path should they choose to use it. Hello Freak, how are you?
Resubscription received.
And Freak, thank you very much for the 60 months, 6 metric years tier 2. Thank you very much. I appreciate your long time support. Interesting he's not filling that up evenly. So I prioritize that nearest one, this one first. Okay. That's fair. Right, compost. I need to start using this composter. Right, you guys done now? You guys are done. That upgrade come in yet? So that's fluid, that's loose. Right, now I've actually got to get them to deliver. Right, then for the sour water, so have that feed over to there. Right, how much hydrogen do I actually have? Not a huge amount. So diesel is using diesel. Goody, goody, goody. Make sure there is technically a pickup, can get picked up from there. Brilliant. Okay, so the slag tower, where is it? Over here. I'm just gonna stick you there. That means that technically I've got no dump in there. Right, so compost. Compost. Right, dump in. So up to 20. Okay. Because I'm not in a rush to get that covered, to be honest. So, received from Bell. His hasn't went, but no, I need to get jobs in. It's fine. It was that one I meant to do. 6, 12. See, that's. Tell you what, yeah, that's fine. I've got other stuff making compost. I ain't gonna drop it, pull it from out of that. No, technically, if I do down to there. Right, so yeah, that's going to take some time. This is full of rock because we're at bloody iron again. It's just going to get constant slides happening. Is what it is. I think if I start. In fact, I might get lucky and trigger another slide and fill in this little bit that's, you know, needs to be flattened. You know, we might luck out. I doubt it, but you never know. Even though saying that, there is one option I can do. Quickly allow rock to be dumped there. Because then they'll just quickly fill in where it needs to go. Which then, you know, actually opens up more diggy spots for me as well. Right, looks good. Right, get rid of that. How are we looking over here? So we need to flatten this out. Do 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 do. That covers all of it. Contract slag. So I actually want to be notified if this is getting emptied out. Oh no! What? What? How? How? Maintenance? Is it killing me? I mean, it shouldn't be. Do I need to look at upgrading this? I don't upgrade it just yet, but I might have to. Not enough acid happening, right? 6, 12, 24. $36. Which is exactly what that's producing. So it's going to come down to we haven't got enough sulfur around. So I need my ship to come back home with its sulfur. I'm just going to get rid of some random stuff here. I think we can afford to have one lab going for the time being. So we now do have sour water. So I want sour water stripper. Pause this for a moment. So then we'll want a boiler. No, not sugar, sulfur. Water. I mean, to be fair, I don't actually need a balancer here. Because what I can do is that. So only is getting topping up if it's going low. Hang on, let me get rid of these pipes a second, because I should realistically do that first, because it's less power to have that on the ground. Smokestack. Use coal. Coal. Oh, boo. There you go, tidier. Actually, if we have that there, Okay, I think I've done that as I need to. Still got plenty of workers. Stacker has no place. I don't care. So I'm running out of room to dump rock, which sucks. Right, so we're getting some steam in. And there we go, getting some sulfur. So it's, I mean, it's only 18 sulfur a month while this is fed. Right, there's not a whole lot I can do with this at the moment. Ooh, okay, so actually that's worked. We've gotten into a bit of iron heavy stuff. Brilliant. Need that bloody slag going though. So what we should see is it randomly getting picked up from here, and then taken to where it's needed, which is split between the fertilizer and the acid. At the moment, I'm going to pop that higher simply because, well, obviously we need the copper for the maintenance. Without the maintenance, everything dies. Of course, this is producing more water than it is consuming. Oh, I need a water sink. Actually, I don't even need that. Empty it out. Saying that, where is it gonna go? This is gonna be an interesting one. All right. Hang on, I want to watch you. It's quite a travel. A random change of direction there. So it's getting put into here. Oh no, that's bad. Because that could end up blocking the power. So no, I don't. I don't want that. I'll tell you what, that can be another drop-off point. So I think that's the closest one. So yeah, it's just a little bit of extra. Just need this to clear so this will start emptying out. Be really nice. We'll need an upgrade to like have more storage space on the shipyard. Right, so we've got plenty of sulfur coming in now, so that should kick that back into gear. Right, so we have things without mining designations. I'm curious on how that's gonna go. Do. So the terraformers don't have anywhere because they were mining up the slag, but obviously now they're not. So see, this is why I want the compost everywhere. Look how nicer that is compared to that. It's more vibrant. Anyways, we need more fruit. Do I want to be using the terraformers at the moment? Honestly, I'm not entirely convinced I do need them. I think I can kind of live without them operating for the moment. Ding. Ooh. No, don't accept assigned only, because obviously I would like this to get emptied. Also, technically I need an overflow on that. Like, I don't mind if the sulfur fills up. And I'll come to that I'll come to the problem when it becomes a problem. Until then, no, I will ignore it. To lower out some of the maintenance. I'm actually curious if the big diggy boys can actually go through there. I love that I can drag and that now. It's like, oh, so good. All right, it's wide enough. Brilliant. Right, so you're still full of rock. We've had another slide. Bloody hell. That's quite a hell of a slide as well. Oh, this is going to be it's going to be a constant problem, this. And the reality is we just cannot shift this rock fast enough. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I'm sort of debating if I can run an extra 2 lines of rock. Yeah, I can run 1. Not sure how that's going to fuck up the pathing, mind you. Whoops, wrong one. Ooh. So the rock on this one. Oh no, really? Okay. He's just gonna moan about pillar placement. Oh fuck. Oh, that's frustrating. And there's not a damn thing I can do about that. Hang on. Getting that delay with the clicks. It's annoying. But yeah, okay, there is just something I can do about it. Excellent. Whoops. Right, there we go. So we're now shifting 50% extra rock being shifted out. Of course, I said we're rapidly coming to a point where I've got nowhere to dump the rock. Is, you know, a tad annoying. Because, yeah, I honestly don't know where it's going to go. Because one option is I can get it thrown into there and then just manually dump it off of this. Right, I see where I can do stuff with the terraformers for a moment. Minor designation. Doo-doo. And then we can backfill that with dirt, compost, whatever. But damn, what's happening? Wait, why is the recyclables filling up? A max 144. I mean, I should be keeping up with it. I'm going to go with, because I had this on a tier 1 belt, it was just slowing it down. Alright, struggling, yeah, because you got yourself dug onto a hold there. Wait, why are you trying to complain? I don't understand. You can't get there. I'm sorry, why is it... Okay, silly me there. I didn't realise I'd dropped that down so much. Whoopsie. Yeah, I can see the problem. I can also see that causing me a collapse. Right, so I need a terraforming group to just do this ramp. Do that as well. Right, so that's complaining about uneven terrain. Yeah, I can so see that collapsing. So, you know, let's not. You know, to be fair, at this point, I can just get rid of this one. I'll be able to get rid of all of them now. It's only these two that's dumping out. Right, is there a contract for us to get rid of it? Fuel gas. I mean, I don't use fuel gas enough to justify paying for the Unity at the moment, and we've got like so many sources of fuel gas as well. You know, to be fair, it's a great way of getting hydrogen. So, yeah. Because, yeah, we've actually run out of hydrogen. You know, which is not a good thing. Very not a good thing. So we need to prep the area. And how's our dumping of compost going? Yeah. See, little smidgens of iron here. Don't do that. There's low slag. You know what? I don't think I have to really care too much about that. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. Oh no, they're extremely busy. Okay, so are we finally getting something dumped over here? We're not. Where's all the dirt going in? It looks like that's done. It is done. Could slot some more there. I'm not going to though, because I need it over here. There, silver play, mercy. Have I just not been digging that much dirt lately? Is that what the game's trying to say? Because I've got this here and it's just not been done. Like, I want access to this gold at some point. It's just simply not being put there. As for this, I'm going to bring it down. One level. To then backfill. Because this area is going to be somewhere where we do flatten it for things.
Resubscription received.
Blaster! Thank you for the 65-month subscription.
Bits received.
And Silver, thank you very much for the 200 biddies. Okay, so what we've got is... I don't want to push that forward, though. So where would I put this, all this rock that I'm about to... dirt and rock that I'm about to pick up? That's a good bloody question. I mean, dirt can go here, obviously. That's simple. I don't want to be extending that further because of the beach at the moment. Can't extend this further because at some point I've got to dig in to get all this limestone eventually. Can I just ahead of time do the other one? Oh, I'm down to 1 stack of tower left over here. That's still active. Oh, what am I going to do with this? See, now we've got trains waiting because we're just mining the stone fast and then we can dump it. Right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna let the trucks just come and grab it out. It's full in 10 seconds. I don't want to fill that in. I like that. I mean, I don't want to fill that in because I've got to dig it all up. But that's like a natural place that we can fill stuff in. Right, so we're going to use... Obviously, now I'm getting rid of the slag via this. Using rock to fill in mining holes. Once we've cleared mining holes, I don't actually have any to clear. That's the problem. I mean, I can sort of bring... that one. Cool. Back to dumping. Right, so let me draw that area out. And then we're going to allow rock to get dropped here. And then hopefully that will vastly speed up a few things. Because anything that's pure rock should just get dumped straight into there, I hope. Doo, doo, doo. Okay. How are we looking with this? Still got a fair bit because we're not really shifting dirt that much. So I'm debating whether to temporarily move that and swap this track through. So I've got this aligned. At the moment though, this is a critical fuel line. Let's see, can I make sure that's going into the correct direction? I can get it in there, but it's a case of getting the return trip is not so easy. Because if I try and pull this around here, I'm blocking. Because I'm not sure I can clear this fast enough before that runs out. Hence why I'm trying to see if there's a way. Because the only option I can think of is temporarily have a connecting line. So it's like that. That can go both directions, and that can go both directions. That can only go there. Of course, problem is I don't have a connection from here to here at the moment. It's only a temporary line anyway. It's a shame that I can't hook it onto that, because that would just make things 100 times easier if I could do it that way, but I can't. Hi Glundick, how are you, mate? I said temporary line only. Downside is it does also cause me a problem with diggers getting through here. Have to be the long way. Is to go down there and around the station. Right, okay, for the moment, we won't try a temporary track because I just don't see how I'm going to be able to do it. I'm not even sure this bit if that's going to cause a problem with the wall. Because I suspect it might. Let's find out, shall we? See. I need to bring the dirt over for the moment because that's a bit more. I need the dirt getting dumped into there. Make sure it's all level. Oh god, all the alerts are gone. What's about to go wrong? This is, oh my days. Yes, so this has massively helped getting it dumped over to there. That is very much decreased the amount of stone going through the train. It's not going to be long until it goes, no more on this. Question is, what do I do at that point? To be fair, what I'm giving consideration to is having the next dock here. There we go. We lost one. We lose it? No, technically we didn't. The thing is, it is gonna go. We can see it. Technically, that's covered. Still want a double one. Like, this is a 4, this is a 1. I wanted 2. You'd think retaining walls should be able to survive being buried. I mean, yeah, you would think that. But apparently, it's a no. Right, I need you just to dig a little bit more somewhere. Just get that last bit of dirt done. Do I need any dirt doing it anywhere at the moment? I mean, yes, because this has got little bits of sand in it. To be fair, that hasn't gone down as fast as I feared it would, so we have survived this concern. Really? Really? Right, is one of them gonna like drop in there? Be nice. Like, we've got the dirt. There we go. Finally. Right, cool. I will redo that in a bit. I want that first. Right, let's get the track in place. Quite simple. I'm just gonna copy this. Preferably without the stupid height. Yeah, it looks level to this one. Just realised they're technically different heights. Oh no. Oh no, that's going to bug me. Right, I'm just going to take a quick break. I need to stretch my legs. I'll be back shortly. Right, welcome back. So yeah, this is gonna bother me now. Now I've noticed that they aren't actually identical. Oh dear. Okay. I'm gonna go with this one. Is the one that I replace. Okay, I see why that's ultimately gone different. So what I need to do, drop that, drop that. We need to get Diggy Boys back over here, and flatten that. That's why they've gone different. That's a little silly. Diggy Boys, just come over here for a moment, please. Oh, so well, she more would change that to dig, not Phil. You are 100% correct. Right, so they need to head over. Is that still in my clipboard? Why it's so fucking high off the ground, I don't know, but it is. Right, it's identical now. I would say yes, it looks like it is. And there we go. Right, so much better. Oh, little things I notice and then have to fix. Right, okay. So sand, we need to expand. Expand that way for me. So that's sand done. Right. Okay. So that's readjusted the terrain based on that. But you know what? It's fine. I'm not too fussed. So for the Terry boys, we're gonna backfill this because obviously I need that to stop moaning at me. Do, 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 do. Need to dig up more dirt. I'll tell you what, it's a nice big mound of dirt here that can do with getting flattened. Do, 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 do. Yeah, we'll get this filled in first. That filled in second, and then we'll start pushing this out. Because it's about to hit its last bit, and it's not gonna know what to bloody do. Actually, better be careful because I'm technically inside the rock zone. That'll start causing me problems. Oh no! Why? Yeah, not sure. There's a reason for it, but don't know. To be fair, this has massively helped with not overloading the rock trains, so it's fine. We are getting more and more of the iron. Actually, no. I'm going to flatten out here first because I've got a feeling the reason why there's iron down there because there was a slippage and it's dumped the iron down there, and if I keep pushing through, it's just going to keep happening. Whereas if I oh, don't tell me. Oh, that is way underneath, isn't it? Oh no. Oh, you having me on? How far down have I got to go get that? Oh. Right, we'll come back to that another time, because that's like at this level. Oh, that's frustrating. Right, so lots and lots of dirt. Be all dug up. How are we looking on our limestone? So I don't know if this is coming over on the stream. So you see that where there's a lighter shade in the water, that's all limestone. So I need to fill this back in and then dig it out again to get that limestone, or just so this isn't appearing, I'll just leave it as an ocean. I'll have to have a think about it, but yeah, like to me it's very clear where the limestone is, but I don't know if it's coming through on stream. Oh, oh my god, it's a bit of sand there. Oh, that's annoying. To be fair, once this is fully filled in, I can have this go straight and then have a turn here. And down there. Yeah. Right, that's right, so that's done for the moment. Dirt. Quickly try and do that if you can, please, just because I would like that to happen. Not sure whether that will end up breaking as a result of it. Tell you what, I'm going to, just in case, and get rid of that. Because I always put it back in after. And then we'll, it will save. Yes, okay, brilliant. I still would have preferred to be able to have done that. But I think these should survive getting covered. Right, I don't think a truck can get there. Okay, I was wrong. Right, so another place for maintenance saving surface area will obviously be along here. Get that done for the moment. What was on the news? Solar panels and household appliances. Lovely. And then, you know, slowly. So other than the repeatables, this is the last one before Research Lab 3. And then from here, I've got to start doing maintenance 2s. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it, but... Do 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 do. And I bring some of them and a bunch via wood, and because I want to just randomly throw some of that in also. Do 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 do. Right, so solar panels is construction 4s and solar cells. which requires steel, silicon, and glass. Is it worth having? 150 kilowatts of power. At my peak, I'm about, say, for 30. So what's that? 30 by 1. That don't sound right. No, I was doing 3 megawatts, that's why. So it requires 200 of them to cover my 30 megawatts. So that's what? My brain can't do numbers, so I'm going to choose calculator. So that's is that 120 per one? Surely not. I mean, yeah, it probably is actually, but I need 24,000 solar cells. What the fuck? That's yeah, I can see why everyone goes, no, it's not worth it. That 100% does not feel worth it. Oh my god. So I need 6,000 runs of this. So that's like what? 3,000 steel plates, 12,000 units of glass, and then what? 36,000. That one I've just run in my head. Right? Did I do that one correctly? Yeah, I did. 36,000 bits of polymer, silicon polymer, which obviously is kind of pointless because we would just replace it with nuclear power. Like even with the edicts to increase the amount of power, that is not worth it. That is not worth it. Anyway, speaking of Unity, what's crashed? Food's dropped. So how the hell are we struggling with bread? I never struggle with bread. How am I struggling with bread? Thank you for the 10 stream streak, Renfield. Solar panels are useless. If maybe half to a full megawatt, they could be worth it. Yeah, I agree. 150 kilowatts. Yeah. So my math is the average. This is throws 8 of this per month on average. So 8 of that, so that's 12. I'm consuming 5 to 6. I should still be swimming in bread, but I'm not. I'm gonna just up that. That can go full. Oh, that's not good. I think it's worse you can't recycle them into the next tier panel. But I think it's case if they were cheaper, they'd still be worth it. They could be worth it if they were cheaper. The fact that you require 120 solar cells per panel, I'm curious why they've chosen the numbers they've chosen. Sub Inter, more trains. Yeah, you got the trains. I haven't. So my issue is that at the moment I am actually getting way more compost. I'm thinking I'm going to run it a few cycles on that just to like eat out the compost a bit. At least on this, because I can't risk this like backing up, because then the knock-on effect will be silly. Dump the compost onto the ground. That's what we've got here. But this is somewhere where I can't empty out. This is my emptying out bucket, which is coming off of, you know, this and this. We're staying slowly getting dumped over to here. Okay. Oh no. What? Boo. Dirt's backing back up because guess what? Why is oh my god, we've actually got some dirt finally being dumped here. It's about bloody time. And I'll go disappoint and we're gonna start oh no, I've got to wait. Actually, let's move rock there. Dirt there. That can go. That can go. Irony is I can't actually pull them down because I've got nowhere to go stick the construction 3s at the moment. So I'll get myself a random another cargo ship just for the head of it. Yeah, it's on it. Just to clear some space. Well, I'm not even utilizing all my cargo ships at the moment, but we've got another one for reasons. All right, so dirt can now get dumped there. You know what? That's fine. And this is where we're going to put the rock contract. That one. Right. Okay, so this is blocking because this is finished. Okay, so we're going to get rid of, not dump there yet, because I want to make sure that there's continuous room that can get filled in. See how many get themselves stuck like this idiot. This idiot. Oh no, they didn't get stuck. Also stuck to the rock. Oh my god. Because that's full. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Even the sand. Even the sand's blocked. Oh, bloody Dwayne Johnson. That's the problem. We've got to play freaking catch up. I think I'll tell you what, we can have more trucks. There you go. 1. That's our answer. How many idiots would get themselves stuck? I can't put any more in the ocean. I mean, okay, maybe technically I can have it come out a little bit so it's in line with that. No, not the extension. What am I doing? Even then, it's not going. I'm not going to get much out here, am I? 3. I reckon we can push it to 4. Yeah. Okay. 4. The best thing is I have literally just got rid of all the belts here, and we're bringing them back. Hooray! Tell you what, they don't need to go over that way. They can just go round, so it's fine. I'm not going to care too much about a bridge. There we go. Lovely stuff. Right, where's the rock? That one. Yeah, because that's filled, that's stopped. Nothing more that direction is going to happen. So we are stuck on having to use trucks to move rock around. Like just mining that much rock that just, yeah. How much more you guys got to do up here? Oh, nearly done. No! Why the hell did it swap over to that? Oh, I'm running out of mounds to dig. How are these guys getting on? Are they even started? No, they're just done. Because they've literally got nowhere to dump the rock here either. Hang on, dirt's over here. Oh, wait a minute, I hadn't actually kicked that over. Never mind, silly me. For rock, a good bloody question. Where the hell am I going to stick the rock over here? I mean, the only thing I can kind of think of is just, you know, just raise all this up to the same level. And just have to fine tune it so it doesn't totally destroy the coastline. Have to see how that goes. Right, so there's no rush on that one, so that one is what it is. It might have to go to the full 200 vehicles. Maybe. So sort of block to rock. Bit of dirt as well. No, I'm not going to go up to the full 200, not yet. Go on, guys, hurry up, please. Once that's done, I'll just start filling all of it. So, actually, no. I'm going to let it start doing this ramp because it's needed. Right, we've hit a nice part of the vein again, which should give us a bit of a breather from rock. Should. Probably not. Do-do-do. Right, solid. That can go. Don't care now. It's annoying me. Right, so they've finished digging out all the bloody dirt up there. So what's that? Just... Yes, excellent. Excellent. Actually, what is the size of the contract? So realistically, I should be having 3 loose, 1 fluid. Oh, can we shift this over at all? I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. I thought I was going to sneeze. Yeah, I'm doing this. I should actually check if I can get some ramps in first. That'll be a good idea. That's going to need a bit more over on this side, aren't I? Well, actually, can you notify me at 50 now? Where can we dig some more dirt? Just so I've got more, because you know we need it. Over here, get a mixture of dirt and sand, but can always fill it in later. Right, go diggy diggy over there. I've got to try and freaking one off. Thinking at some point I will actually just move the train station, have it a little bit closer. For now, I can't be bothered, so I'm not. Alright, so the short version is I can't put a ramp over this. So people are going to have to go around. In fact, it means no one can reach this side once these are down. But I'm going to put it there because then I can stick a ramp over the top of this belt. So this can still be accessed. Yeah, because it's going to be the only way through once these belts have been completed. And then I'll have to run a pipe over as well. Oh, lined that up perfectly. Lots has to be a large one because I've got it in the air. Truck is struggling to find destination. Oh dear, silly you. You dug yourself into a hole. So what, we'll extend this out a little bit further because then we've got much more room to stick a ramp here as well then. But anyway, we've got a lot of complainers here because they were silly, dug themselves into a ditch. Cool. Lots of sounds, lots of goodies. We've had a rock slide. Darn it. I've got room for a ramp now. Which means I can now wrap this up. Find contract. Let's actually get contract. Oh no! Really? Oh, it's on its way. It's fine. But there we go. Lovely stuff. Save fuel, please. Thank you. And now that would just be as fast as the trains are. So I don't have to be too super worried about it now. Question is, what do I do with the fuel gas? I said I was going to turn it into hydrogen. So first of all, let's get a nice big storage. Yeah, I'm not super fussed about these now. So they can chill. Oh, yes, we've got electrified trains now. And we've electrified tracks. Not something I've actually properly looked into, so I don't know if it's better, worse. Dee-dee-doo. So it needs a bit of steam. It's a way to get it symmetrically. Nope. I was hoping for a bit of symmetry. It's not happening. I've not unlocked turning this into graphite yet. Even though this could be the way we do ethanol, we bring in the fuel gas, turn into hydrogen and carbon, and then combine the both of it into ethanol. Let's try and think how much excess would there be? I don't know. Okay, so it's the same amount. I'm just thinking here, what's... So technically I should use the hydrogen to power up the boiler, because it's technically less fuel gas. You know, downside is I've got to be bringing down water. But it's so little water, I can probably, yeah, it's, I can live with it. I'll tell you what, it's not worth doing water reclamation on this. Because I'm going to be creating so little of it. Yeah. All right, I need a very quick bootstrap. Just to get it started. Down to 141 spare workers. There's our first of our fuel gas has arrived. Brilliant. I'm just waiting for some water to come in. There it is. And there we go. Right, now that can go. Bye-bye. Right, make sure... Right, there's no import routes. Excellent. I haven't set any export routes. Okay, cool. So there we go. Beautiful. Tell you what, I'm going to throw that as a 2, so I've got more reserves. So our steel is great. Look at all that gravel. Oh, look at all that gravel. So much. Brilliant. So I'm just being mindful with this slag. Because obviously if I'm not using this sulfur enough, then it's going to end up backing up the slag. And at the moment, it looks like we are sort of keeping on top of a lot of stuff, which is brilliant. Saying that, how's the dumping gone? What's happening here? Why dirt? Okay, so I would have thought that putting this outside of its area would have overridden the area, but apparently it hasn't. So it's not letting me dump the dirt here. No, actually, never mind. I'm stupid. I haven't even raised it. Let me do that first before I start going, oh, there's a bug. No, it's not a bug. It's called me being blind. Yeah, it has allowed it to override the area. Okay, cool. Because that would have made logical sense. Oh, I've got to dig a bit into this as well. Oh dear. Right, boys, head on over. Go do this. This is a priority, please. Thank you very much. There's some areas outside. Oh yeah, that's fine. So should we turn this over? The dust. So it looks like it looks nicer. So that could be what the Terry boys do for the moment, and then fill it back in. So I'll be careful how far up I go. That will probably break this. We'll find out. At some point, I need to get rid of all that and you know, turn it over so it looks nicer. It's that, I'll just cover it in surface area like I've done with over here. Right, so you've done what I wanted you to do. Back over to here, thank you. Then that can get filled back in. Truck is struggling to find a destination. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Building may collapse. Oh, I really hope it doesn't. I move it over just in case. Not enough fuel because you got stuck, that's why. So actually the pipes are fine. It's not touching them at all. And then for when I do the new area, let's do that. Cool. I totally missed that there was still something there. It's not no more, it's gone. But I had completely missed that. Whoopsie. Right, you've been dug into a hole. You have actually. Okay, so so now this has got this full whoopsie daisy. I put that in the loop and didn't realise. So what I'm going to do is pull the rest there, because then I can backfill this with dirt, well, compost. Even though with how little compost I'm producing, I need to do something about that. Nothing. So I can take the slag into that or extra sulfur into that. I mean, maybe the extra sulfur. That's something that I'm gonna have to think about. It's 800 sulfur, but I mean, unless I start bringing in the sulfur from the sulfur mine. Do. Oh, bloody neck certain. Right, that's basically done now. Diggy boys. Where am I gonna have them clean this up? Gonna have to just do that for the moment until enough dirt's been shifted that clears through. Looking all right. See, this is what I love with the copper. I've not had to look at the copper forever. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is we're gonna bring it down. Two steps. Like that's not even close to like taking it, but it gets the ball rolling. At some point I got bloody finish mining this bit out. Okay, see how long till it complains over there. To be fair, it's not going to take long. So I want to flatten this and then bring it back up, and then that's new farmland. That's going to be the next area for the Terry boys to go over and deal with. So he's slowly creeping up. Right, because at some point I've got to get this done, electronic 2s. So he's going to get added onto here. Now the question is it worth electrifying the trains? I'm sort of very hesitant to do it. So it's faster. I need to actually be doing maintenance twos first. Takes up 1 megawatt of power. Thing is though, is it more or less fuel efficient than just using diesel? Right, okay, so whoops, daisy. So 18 gears, 12 electronic 2s. Difference is I can't really be making electronic 2s local. I've got to pull them off of here because it requires electronic 1s. So this needs to be centralized processing and then being brought over. But the amount of maintenance 2s I have be a lot fewer. At least the amount that's going to get used. Right, so that's done. You can go over and do that now. And then when I can be bothered, I will fill that in. For now, it will just go down. It works. It's still a ramp, so it's not that big of a deal. Do 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 do. Got this nice flat land. Oh my god, I need to do something with it. So much room there. That's like sitting doing nothing. Saying that, there is actually still a little bit that we missed. Guys, I've got one more thing for you first before you go flatten that area. There you go. Okay, so the next question is, what am I doing with the excess hydrogen? Because we are going to fill this out. Also got to be a little careful because no my luck, I will like kick a bunch of stuff over to hydrogen and then I won't be mining enough rock to keep that going and then I'll run out of hydrogen. So one option could be that I could swap this over from using fuel gas to hydrogen. Outputs, mate, it's gonna make no difference on the output though. But more of that fuel gas will get put into this, which then eases up on eases the other generators. Not sure why I've got that there. Okay, so there's one less thing. It's getting picked up from there. Brilliant. That a mining. There we are. Look at that. It's all nicely filled in. Beautiful. Right, that looks right for surfacing. do. And vehicles. Have our nice little barriers. Let's try to force them to use the pass. Saying that, what I am going to do is bring it to here. Research lab 3. So current research is to advance. Low supply of rock. Whoops. Okay, 6. 8 actually. Gone. Right, so research lab 3. Right then. So it's 1, 2, 1. That also requires maintenance 2 as well. So basically I've got to go back and finish doing this then. Boo. We'll just have a unit storage here. That'll be electronic 2s. Like that. So that's sufficient for the time being. We're only producing 12 electronic 2s anyway. Oh, okay. So I've got to upgrade these. I'm going to upgrade 2 of them. And pause that. So we've doubled our production. Okay, that's fine. Right. Hang on. 12, 24, 48, 72. Right. We're gonna have to increase the belt speeds. Okay, so there's our first maintenance 2s being made. Oh my dad, I've only got 97. Okay, so electronic 3s is now kicked over. That can disappear. Tell you what. Can I, is it going to let me store it? It can let me store it. Okay, cool. I was just thinking like how to, I need to empty this out so we can access like the rest of the stuff. So if I do that, that'll get emptied through that way. Whoa. Okay, what's happening? It should be 48. Oh, I'm going to throw another upgrade in. Oh no! We're running out of slag! Oh, we got rid of that rubble. That's good. Running out of rock, running out of slag. Oh my days. That's not stuff I normally run low of. Yeah, I mean that should be excess. That's near enough done anyway. I'm wondering if to have a diversion on one of these belts. Appreciate the lurk, freak. There's a balancer off one of these belts, so I've always got something to be picked up from. I'm gonna go with off the coal line actually. I believe these are the only two with importing. tell you what, I don't need you mining direct your coal at the moment. Okay, so on to this then. Now we've got that sorted. So again, electronic twos. They just electronic twos. Do, 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 do. Quick remove that. Quick remove. Quick remove. Quick remove. You know, to be fair, what I could do. What's my highest pollution factor at the moment? Air, vehicles. I'd say that'd be a way to like just randomly get rid of all the ones currently in there. Yeah, fuck it. Bye. No, I now remember why I had that as a 3. It was to do with the sulfur, which I don't need to worry about now. I'm thinking I might drop this down to like 2 labs because of how rare I ever have 3 and 4 switched on. Yeah. Wait. Oh my god, 46 workers. Holy heck. All right. I'm not even going to be able to have that. I haven't got enough workers. Oh no. I need more people. I've got nothing to upgrade. I've actually got to expand the settlement. Oh dear. Realistically, we're not really producing enough food. More chicken, I think. Could be what I use this for. $12 people, 10 people, 22. So if I set up, right, corn is the best for animal feed, I'm sure it is. We need wheat, soybeans. Soybeans is 4. It's 9. That's 10. 15. But 11. Actually, it might be, yeah, wheat then. Can't believe that is still not. That is still struggling. I've never had a problem with bread before, and I've actually got a problem with bread. This is weird. And this handle having a farm back on here. Gonna find out, ain't we? Is it in an aerobic? No. Mixer, right? That's the one. Use a mixer 1 to be fair, because fewer people. So straight into animal feed. So, fuck, I can't. Brain doesn't want to do that. 16. No, what, really? So I'm getting a 6 each month. Am I calculating that right? 16, how much is this consuming? 15. So this farm will feed 1 chicken farm. The full 15. Divide 4. 18. So corn is actually better when you've got the full fertilization going. Sometimes I'm thinking, am I harvesting enough wood? I'm not producing that much rubber to justify. I mean, I could start using ethanol and to create rubber. I'm using it at the moment, using naphtha. Right, so I get that one. I'll get the graphite from CO2. That's something else to that. I haven't found sugarcane, have I? When can I actually research sugarcane? Here. Lost quite handily there. Do I have any more upgrades? I do have more weapon upgrades. Okay, good to know. In fact, as soon as I can actually start researching that straight away. Actually, should I let's research that, because I can don't have to make my settlement bigger. Then I could just make it denser. Nuclear stuff, but I can't. I'd have to have more amphibious miners and that to get the uranium. No, I don't want to be dealing with that tonight. I'm kind of tempted to rush for that, but no, we're going to oh, I can't do the engine or the weapons. I do the armor, because that's locked until I've made 20 electronic 3s. Right, so do that then. I don't know. I've got to see if someone's done the math on that. I mean, I could push for a space station actually. Like, other than nuclear power, is there really anything I'm going that I desperately have to have now? Yeah, we'll push the space station since that's something that will be completely new to me. Yeah, we'll push to that. So once we've got the ship armor, we can add that onto the ship. So I'm going to kick that over to Corn. I'm going to expand it. I'm going to expand it this way. So let me make sure I give myself enough room for vehicles. So that will come through. Chicken farm. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to have the chicken farm below, so that way I've got more room. Just got to be careful I'm not going into the limestone. Whoops-a-daisy, wrong button. So that, so I'm going to give it its own water pumps. At some point, I reckon I will be... Actually, I'm not going to lie. I'm thinking of doing water desalination instead. Problem is, I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, have to have it much lower. Actually, I just thought one thing I'm going to do with this, I'm going to swap this over. Once it comes back, I'm not going to have diesel running off it. I'm going to kick it over to hydrogen. Makes sense that it fuels itself. Hindsight, I shouldn't have actually done the whole fucking pipe. Never mind. So I've got to wait for it to return. There it is. It's on its way back. So he come back with 600. So he didn't go out with all rock. Right, so that's got to kick over to hydrogen. Low supply of all the electronics. So that's 48, so 96 total. So yeah, that should be fine. 12, 24, 48, yeah. So I'm going to change its priority. Oh, okay. I was looking on the wrong side. So that needs to get upgraded. And then that needs to get upgraded. And then I am going to have to increase this. Because frankly put, this is no longer producing enough copper. Well, is it? Let's watch that. It might be, it might not be. How are we looking with this? Yeah, decent. Right, so an issue we've got is that we just simply don't have enough electronic teas. Or should I say, silly me, I haven't actually finished connecting that up. Whoops, in daisy. Right, don't technically have enough electronic teas anyway. Are we potentially needing to go bigger with this? Whoops. All right, we'll put both of them in. So, right next to each other. Goody goody. Cargo ship is low on fuel. Well, give it a bloody moment. It's still fueling up. I don't have enough workers to toggle that on. Right, back over to here then. Yeah, we're gonna have to use this for the time being. So what's that? 26. And when operating 18. Right, so one pump is enough for the moment. Also going to need fertilizer to be brought over. So I need here. Okay. To be fair, I'm tempted to just run to. Let's see, 20 plus 24 is 34. 38. 40. Not enough. Okay, so we won't toggle. We'll only do half of them. Would rather use ones, please. Save myself some maintenance. Same with this, because I'm not producing enough feed yet. We need this water pipe. Just to come along here. All right, there we go. Now I need to handle the outbounds. Right. So the eggs are easy. That's the eggs. To be fair, I should be doing that. Right, so chicken carcasses. So what actually happens if there's no slaughtering and we hit 500? We just miss out. Right, so a bit of water, a bit of salt gives us some meat and some trimmings. With the trimmings at the moment, I will just turn it straight into compost. So at the moment, we're producing about 10 carcasses. So I need one food processor. We'll have our salt go into here. A little seasoning. No water there. No, it's flat because it's already pre-packaged. Very considerate of them. So I don't really need a lift for that. I could just have it pop down. Like so. So that's inbounds all sorted. As I said, I'm just going to do it on that. Yeah, one's fine. That's going to be compost. just empty out. Okay, so this will enable me to expand the farms, expand the things. The only downside is if I start expanding that way, it's I've got to alter the input. To be honest, wouldn't be too difficult. There's enough space. I can just run belts through this gap here. And I just hook it onto there. That's fine. Because that can run what, 4 farms before I have to throw a second one in. In fact, I'm debating. Yeah. See, now I'm actually debating to alter this to give me a bit more expansion room. The downside is at the moment where I've got this, the more I expand that, the more I'm going to hit a problem with this. So I need to alter that so I can then throw additionals there should I want to. So realistically, this can cover 4 of them. Nice, so that gives me room for expansion on that. Oops. I'm trying to think of a way of keeping this corner open. Right, I think I've got it covered now. We'll have to see how it handles with time. So let me just do a work account. So 2, 12, 24, 28, 36. One short. On one short. Oh, really? Oh, that's annoying. Whoops. Actually, no, even more. I forgot to count that. Right, is there anything we can switch off for the moment? Not really. That'll do. That'll give me more workers. Clear that. All right, so I'll wait for actually no, I don't need to wait for the first harvest, do I? Brain's not braining. Brain's getting tired. Yeah, that, as I feared. Our copper's crashing. Oh dear. Right, so once we get some more workers. Coronos due to water. You having me on? All right, so reallocate some chickens. Yeah, go away. The irrigation tank's filling up now. Cool. Right, yeah, so once we've got more workers, we're gonna kick this over to the next level with crushed copper. That's gonna be a bloody pain because I've not given myself enough space. Whoopsie. We've got an egg. We've got an egg in there. We've got one egg. That's a bit of a crap omelette, that. So what? Let's do that. Because then they will go up faster. In fact, to be fair, if I expand that enough, I can just retire this one. Right, anyway, so that's going to be all for me tonight because my brain is like absolutely fine. Apparently my heart rate's 57 beats a minute. That's really low. Cool. Sorry, Decimus, your message has only just come through. Currently on the creative map, currently struggling to keep high levels of coal and copper ore. Seem like you're doing well looking at your material stockpile. That's because I've got this stuff. And then anytime I've started to get low, I just focus my mining on that to fill it back up. That's basically all I've done. And to be fair, it's also a lot easier to get the ores on this map compared to Crater. From what I remember, Crater's a bit tricky to get. Baby. Right, anyway, I plan to be back tomorrow with more of this, maybe. Although I was saying at the beginning the stream that I'm debating kicking over to Factorio or back to X4. Give my brain, because I'm just when I'm getting to play in my spare time, I'm just doing Factorio at the moment. Though I might stick to this because at the moment no one is really playing Captain of Industry. That's a shame. In fact, no one's really online at the moment that I know, so I'm not going to raid anyone tonight. Seems everyone's kind of wrapped up. That's an interesting strategy. Big massive mounds of ore. Yeah, so a lot of this was to make sure that I was constantly flowing through rock, so I could expand a little bit. And obviously now I've got a contract as well. Is one of the reasons, but then the other reason was so I could just have a massive stockpile sitting. If I ever needed it, it's there ready. And it just lets me dig into the mountain, keep sorting it out It's been a few times with the iron where I've just ended up being drowning in rock that I just struggling to like process it quick enough. But yeah, right, I'll be back tomorrow for some more captain of industry, most likely. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate everyone as always, and good night. Ciao.